I think I had a very happy childhood. I think I was incredibly lucky.
I was fortunate to be here doing the fabulous and wonderful swinging 60s.
And we danced the rest of the evening together.
And I said, j'ai, toi, et là, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont. He said, okay, send him along.
The Black and Tans kicked his wedding cake around the room, actually. They raided the house on his wedding night.
He phoned her the next day and he said, I've met my fate. I was so cross, I said, if I'd known that, I would have refused you.
She was also very prone to smoking endless cigarettes, dropping ash all over her ample bosom, sniffing like mad, and generally a bit of a pain in the pants to most people who knew her.
And he was standing in the gutter, praying that the gutter wouldn't collapse and he'd go down into the street.
On the 27th of October 1944, got an order, line up, start.
And sometimes there would be a dog fight and you'd sort of watch it as though it was sort of just good fun. It didn't seem real, you know.
And we packed very quickly our rucksacks. And fortunately, by instinct, I took with me my medical bag, forceps, scalpels, whetstone, and this was actually which saved my life.
And I had really, looking back on it, a rather jolly war with a great deal of very pleasant interludes in working men's clubs after parades, doing this, that and the other, and playing crib and so on and so forth.
All the men were out fighting, and I wanted to get a bloodstock mare to breed.
And I asked him if he'd point me towards a dowser in Cornwall so that I could start some work down here, and he said, you can do it yourself. And I didn't believe him, but eventually went down to the forge, made a set of rods, and to my absolute delight found that it worked.
20 years ago, I was in the desert shooting Kalashnikovs, wearing shalwar kameez, and my head covered in all sorts of strange scarves.
And I think a lot of it had to do with the compression of time, the mere fact that annihilation was inevitable around the corner almost, in the sense that you had an atomic weapon. And I think that had a lot to do, that consciousness changing.
And now I have 8 children, and I am very physically rooted here.
My experience really started at 13 when I realized that there was something more divine than myself going on.
And I had this amazing experience of going out of my body. I actually became aware of the surgeon and all the group round saying, pity you were too late, chaps.
You've stolen some sweets out of a sweet shop or something. And these are big sins. These are mortal sins. They're black. Your soul is black, like a piece of black pudding. And you go in there and you come out and you're actually floating on air. You really are. All the weight is off your body. It's a wonderful human experience, really.